I don't know if you know anything about Patti Smith, the songwriter, musician, and she's an amazing poet, amazing performance artist, and I saw her a couple of years ago in Sydney at the State Theatre, and it was really great to see her live in such a small and beautiful theatre. I saw her today reciting a poem that she composed. It was about, basically, I suppose you could say, the climate crisis, and she dedicated it to Greta Thunberg, whose birthday I think is today or it was recently. And people have different opinions about Greta Thunberg, and I'm not going to go into that here. I err on the side of I don't think she's some 17-year-old evil genius like some people seem to make her out to be. But I'm more focused on the poem, not about Greta Thunberg. This is about the poem, and I just found it sort of very eerie in a way and kind of very sad and sort of moving. And it's not a very long one, but I wanted to share it with you. It was done, I think it was done live, or it may not have been done live, but it was actually shown at midnight in London, I think, on New Year's Eve. And I thought it was very well done and very moving, and I thought I would share it with you. Hopefully you've been on my channel long enough to know that I'm vegan. If you're not aware I'm vegan, then please check out my vegan playlist, which has 100 or so videos on it. One of the things I talk about, it's not really like veganism is an ethical position, but one of the things I talk about is that the incredible destruction that consuming animal products does to the planet, and the great contribution to the climate crisis. So that's something that we should all consider when we hear poems like this. When I see people wringing their hands, as I often do on Twitter and on the other social media, and they're not vegan, and then when you show them the data, even just like putting aside the most important reason to be vegan is because animals are not our property, they're sentient, and we don't have a right to use them, they're sentient, and that there's 1 to 3 trillion land and aquatic animals tortured and killed every year. So that's tremendous carnage for all trivial reasons and mostly palate pleasure, since we don't need animal products at all to survive. That's the major reason to be vegan. The climate crisis, the destruction of the Amazon rainforest, the destruction of the oceans, the land shortages and the water shortages, the land destruction, so many reasons, and a huge amount of it is because of our consumption of animal products, meat, dairy, eggs, fish, etc. So please consider that when you listen to this poem, and because going vegan is very easy, and it will be one of the best decisions you make in your life. That's something I can certainly say, and the only regret I have is that I didn't become vegan sooner. Please stay tuned for this. Thanks for watching.
This is the cup, and it was written with great urgency, which is why I would like to dedicate it to Greta Thunberg on her birthday. Her message for us all, a message we must all embrace, is one of action, of a schoolgirl who stepped out on her own and appeal to us all to save our earth together. The cup, a supplication to nature. If we be blind, if we turn away from nature, garden of the soul, she will turn on us. In place of songbird, the shrill cry of the locust devouring the harvest, the terrible crackling of the blazing rainforest, the peatlands smoldering, the seas rising, cathedrals flooding, the Arctic shelf melting, the Siberian woods burning, the barrier reef bleached as the bones of forgotten saints. If we be blind, failing in our supplication to nature, species will die, the bee and the butterfly driven to extinction, all of nature nothing more than an empty husk, the unholy ghost of an abandoned Hive.